If you built a Dolby Atmos system or are in the process of building one, you've probably already figured out that finding great Atmos content isn't as simple as always just hitting play. Every single streaming platform handles it a little bit differently. Plus, you have to make sure you're subscribed to the right tier just to unlock it. Before we get into the platforms, one thing worth knowing here. Even when a service is delivering Atmos, your device settings have to be configured correctly to actually receive that Atmos. Now, we do have dedicated setup guides for Apple TV 4K, Roku, Sony TVs, receivers, and more that walk you through exactly which settings to change to make sure you're getting the best possible picture and sound out of each one. I'll link all of those down in the description below. And once you make sure you are subscribed to all the correct tiers, the easiest way to confirm Atmos is actually coming through is on your receiver or soundbar display. When it's decoding correctly, it'll probably show Dolby Atmos on the display there, and if it's not showing it or showing Dolby Digital, something in your chain probably isn't passing it through correctly, which again is why those setup guides are worth a few minutes of your time before you go ahead and get to the next step. Now let's first start with Netflix, which has one of the largest Dolby Atmos libraries of any streaming service right now. You do need the premium plan at $26.99 per month as of April 2026, which is the only tier that unlocks both 4K Ultra HD and Dolby Atmos. Now, Netflix is also one of the standouts on this list when it comes to finding the content. You can simply search Dolby Atmos directly in the app, and you get a pretty comprehensive, reliable list right back. Still, it's worth checking the Atmos badge on each title page before you go ahead and start watching just to confirm. The catalog itself skews pretty heavily towards Netflix originals like Squid Game, Wednesday, Stranger Things, and a growing slate of original films. If you're hunting for licensed studio blockbusters in Atmos, Netflix probably isn't really where those live right now. But for the sheer volume of Atmos content, nothing else on this list really comes close. Now next up is Apple TV Plus, and this one might surprise you a little bit. There's only one plan at $12.99 per month, and it's completely ad-free, and 4K, Dolby Vision, and Dolby Atmos are all included on supported content. Almost every other service on this list actually makes you pay to unlock those formats. Now when it comes to finding content on Apple TV Plus, you can search Dolby Atmos right inside the Apple TV app, but the results are a mix of Apple TV Plus subscription titles with rentals and purchases, so there's really no way to filter just your subscription. The better move here is probably just to browse directly within the Apple TV Plus section and then check the badge on each title page. Now the library is a bit smaller than Netflix or HBO Max, but every Apple TV Plus original is produced in 4K with Dolby Atmos built in. Things like Severance, Hijack, Shrinking, Silo, Slow Horses, Monarch, Legacy of Monsters, For All Mankind are all in Atmos. So if you want a library where every new release is guaranteed to be in Atmos, Apple TV Plus is the only one that can make that promise with only one subscription at $12.99 per month as of April 2026. Next up is Disney Plus, and it's become one of the best options on this list if franchise content is your priority. You will need the no ads plan at $18.99 per month to get Dolby Atmos since the ad-supported tier leaves it out. Now there's one thing to watch out for on the pricing of this one here. There is a bundle that seems really tempting, and it includes Disney Plus, Hulu, and HBO Max with no ads. But this only gets you the standard HBO Max account, which means no Atmos or 4K on your HBO Max. So if you want Atmos on both, you will need to subscribe to HBO Max's Ultimate tier separately. Now, unlike Netflix, Disney Plus doesn't have a working keyword search for Atmos, so browsing the catalog and checking the badge on individual title pages is the way to go here. The badge is clearly displayed, so it's pretty easy to spot. And the catalog speaks for itself here. Many of the biggest Marvel films are in Atmos, the full Star Wars library, including The Mandalorian, Andor, and the Saga films, plus Pixar, Avatar, and a solid chunk of National Geographic content. If those franchises are part of your regular rotation, this one is pretty much a given here. Okay, next is HBO Max, and it's come a long way since our 2021 video when you could pretty much count the Atmos titles on two hands. Atmos and 4K are unlocked at the Ultimate ad-free plan at $22.99 a month. You can also search Dolby Atmos in the HBO Max app, and it does return results, but it only surfaced about 20 titles for us when we did it rather than the full catalog. Now, browsing and checking the badge on the individual individual title pages will be a better bet for this one. Plus, what you get at the Ultimate tier is pretty substantial. The full HBO library, DC Universe films, Warner Brothers theatrical releases, House of the Dragon, The Last of Us, and most major WB blockbusters are all in Atmos. HBO Max has also started rolling out Dolby Vision and Atmos for select live sports, which is something only a handful of services can say right now. Okay, next, Paramount Plus doesn't come up much in Atmos conversations, but it does earn a place here, especially if you're already subscribing for sports or maybe the Star Trek universe. Atmos requires the premium plan at $13.99 per month. Now, searching Dolby Atmos in the app returns pretty solid, reliable results, and the badge shows up clearly on the individual title pages too. The catalog is smaller than most of the major players, with originals like Star Trek, Strange New Worlds, Tulsa King, and 1923 in Atmos, along with select Paramount Pictures films like Top Gun: Maverick. It's probably not the first destination for Atmos hunting, but it's a really solid bonus if you're already subscribed. Okay, next is Peacock, and this one's worth knowing about because you can access Dolby Atmos without paying for an ad-free plan. The premium plan at $10.99 per month is the standard ad-supported tier, and Atmos is included. Every other service on this list locks Atmos behind an ad-free or premium upgrade, except for Apple TV Plus, where there's only one subscription. Now on Peacock, you can watch with ads and still get Atmos. If you want to go ad-free, add offline downloads, and get your live local NBC channel, that's the Premium Plus plan at $16.99 per month. Now, finding that Atmos content is a little bit of a different story here. There's no keyword search that works reliably when we did our testing, so you'll probably need to browse the catalog and check the badge on each title page. The library is still building with select Universal blockbusters. You get things like The Fall Guy, The Continental, and the handful of originals that are currently available right now. It's not quite in the same conversation as Netflix or Disney Plus just yet when it comes to the volume of Atmos content, but Peacock did make a significant announcement at CES 2026 that we saw when we were there, committing to Atmos and Dolby Vision across live sports, including NFL, NBA, and MLB throughout the next year, plus next-generation Dolby formats on the horizon. So, for a platform carrying that caliber of live sports, that's a development worth paying attention to if you watch a lot of live sports. Okay, next is Hulu. The standalone Hulu app does not support Dolby Atmos at all. There's no badge to look for and no search to run because the format just simply is not available there. The best you'll get is Dolby Digital 5.1, which is fine for everyday watching, but not really what an Atmos system was built for. Now, the one exception is if you do use the Duo Premium or Trio Premium Disney bundle, you will get select Hulu content through the Disney Plus app rather than the Hulu app directly, and that content runs through Disney Plus's Atmos infrastructure. Again, it's not everything in Hulu's library that will work this way, but for that content that does, Atmos is on the table. It all comes down to which app you actually use when you're watching it. And next up is Amazon, and they've recently changed the rules on subscribers twice now without much fanfare. In early 2024, Atmos and Dolby Vision moved behind a paid upgrade. Then in March 2026, they restructured again, rebranding that add-on Prime Video Ultra, raising the price from $2.99 to $4.99 a month, and pulling 4K behind that same paywall at the very same time. A standard Prime membership now gets you HD with ads. Atmos, Dolby Vision, and 4K all require the Ultra add-on, bringing the total to roughly around $20 per month. Now, when it comes to searching Dolby Atmos in the app, it returns some results, but it's not really a complete or reliable list when we did it in our testing. Clicking into individual titles and checking the badge on the detail page is the most dependable approach here. The content itself is solid once you're on the right tier. You get things like The Rings of Power, The Boys, and a growing mix of originals and licensed films that are all available in Atmos. Now, the most common issue here isn't the catalog, it's actually the subscribers assuming they're already getting Atmos through their existing Prime membership, when you're just not. You really need to check what tier you're on and be sure that you add that Prime Video Ultra option. Now, last on the list is Fandango at Home, which works differently from everything else on the list here. You may know it as Vudu, which it rebranded in 2024 to Fandango at Home. Now, there's no subscription here. You just rent or buy titles individually, and it also carries one of the largest blockbuster Atmos catalogs of any digital platform. While Netflix and Apple TV Plus lean heavily on originals, this is where you go to own major studio studio films in 4K Dolby Vision and Atmos permanently. There's no keyword search, but the Atmos and 4K badges are clearly shown on each title before you commit to them, so you really always know what you're getting into. You just need to make sure you're selecting the 4K UHD version to get that Atmos. Now, this is not a replacement for a streaming subscription, but if you're building a digital library of films you'll actually return to, it's hard to beat when it comes to blockbuster content. And finally, before we wrap things up, something worth putting into real perspective here. Every single service on this list does deliver Atmos through Dolby Digital Plus, which is a compressed audio format. And that compression applies to the video side too. A streamer averages around 8 megabits per second of data. A 4K Blu-ray runs around 50 megabits per second. Now that's 6 times more picture information actually reaching your screen. On the audio side, the gap is even bigger. Streaming Atmos comes in under 1 megabits per second. A 4K Blu-ray's lossless True HD track delivers around 6 megabits per second, which is roughly 8 to 9 times more audio data. Now, these aren't subtle differences on paper, and on a well set up home theater system, most people can instantly see and hear them. Plus, go ahead and add up what you're spending just to unlock Atmos across all of these services. It easily comes to over $1,000 a year, all for compressed versions. A good 4K Blu-ray player will last you years and years, and a 4K Blu-ray of major films costs around $15 to $25, and it's gonna sound better and look better than anything that streaming can currently deliver, and you own it permanently. Now, it's a lot more of a deliberate process, but what you get in return is the actual full quality version of the content. Now, we have a full video breaking this down in a lot more detail that I'll link down below. And if you want to take it even further than physical media, Kaleidescape is the premium digital movie platform built for serious home theater enthusiasts that really delivers the highest bitrate, highest quality content available out there. And we have a full video on that as well. I'll link down below. So, at the very end of the day, the right answer here depends on how you actually watch your content when it comes to deciding which streaming platforms you want. If you're a casual listener on a soundbar, pick 1 or 2 services up and enjoy the convenience of streaming. If you're invested in a serious home theater, we'd honestly suggest being a lot more selective with your subscriptions and putting some of that money towards physical media instead. Now, if you do want to talk through how any of this fits your specific setup, you can go ahead and give us a call or chat with us at audioadvice.com, or just stop by one of our showrooms and you can see the differences in person for yourself. Now, our free 3D home theater design tool is also a great place to start if you're planning or building a new home theater. I'll link it down below. And if this video is helpful, please give it a like and hit that subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.